The medical system is collapsing, but not because it's treating too many sick people. It's collapsing because it's been forced to parent a generation of adults who were never raised properly to begin with. Let's start with the data. Roughly 30% of psychiatric medications are prescribed off-label, meaning they're not being used for the condition they were designed to treat. Seroquel, an antipsychotic meant for schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, is now commonly prescribed for sleep. Benzodiazepines like Ativan or Xanax, intended for short-term anxiety crisis, are handed out like emotional band-aids. These are chemical restraints, not treatments. And they're being used this way because the modern healthcare system has become the last stop for people who grew up without structure, stability, or, parenting. Now, zoom out. The Adverse Childhood Experiences Study, ACEs, has shown a direct dose-dependent relationship between childhood trauma and anxiety, depression, addiction, chronic illness, and even early death. A generation raised on emotional neglect, fractured homes, and digital overstimulation grows into adults who never have built resilience. They can't tolerate frustration. They mistake discomfort for crisis. And when they hit adulthood, they bring all of that to their doctor's office and say, "Fix me." But here's the problem. Doctors aren't trained to reparent society. They are trained to diagnose and discharge. And after decades of burnout, productivity quotas, and insurance restrictions, most of them aren't even trying anymore. Instead, they prescribe. They know Seroquel isn't meant for sleep. They know benzos don't cure trauma. But they also know the system won't pay for therapy. They know the patient will keep calling. And they know they'll get sued faster for saying no than writing a refill. That's not healthcare. That's damage control. And behind it all, a corporate medical machine that rewards sedation over healing. Hospitals are run by private equity. Mental health centers are funded by Medicaid dollars that prioritize volume, not outcome. And pharma companies don't profit from cured patients. They profit from compliant ones. So what do you get? You get a system that doesn't teach people how to cope. It doesn't teach them how to suffer well, or grow, or recover. It teaches them how to manage symptoms indefinitely with pills. And if you zoom out even far enough, you realize the following. We've replaced parenting with prescription. We've replaced resilience with refills. And by God, we're calling it medicine.